Guys, welcome to my channel, and those who are new, oh, hello guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to those who are returning, and those who are new, welcome. Karibu sana, karibu, karibu, karibu. So my name is Yvonne and my channel's name is Beautiful Crack. I explained why I called my channel that. You can check out. I'm not sure the video which I explained it, but you can just just peruse through my other videos. You're gonna know why. Okay, now today, as the title suggests, I'm gonna be telling you a story. I'm gonna be doing a story time about a toxic ex that I had a few years back, like actually 3 years back, and I had to expose this one. I had to. So if you really want to listen to this juicy story of how I dated a narcissist and how he cheated on me with some friend, keep watching and watch till the end. Okay, so with no further ado, let's get started. So guys, I'm gonna be eating my breakfast. It's currently around 8 a.m. It's in the morning, and I have my food. Yeah, sometimes I eat food in the morning. So yeah, I have my noodles here and I have my tea. It's a cold morning, so yeah, it's a weird combination, but I don't care. I don't really care. Yeah. It's been getting cold. It's been getting really cold because I've been setting this phone camera in the right position. I don't have a tripod. My tripod got broken, and I'm using a selfie stick to make my phone stand. So yeah, I've been trying it while my food was getting really cold. So forgive my manners. Okay, let me not waste your time, guys. Let me start. So if I remember well, this was around 2017. Yeah, from the end of, towards the end of 2016 to the beginning of 2017 and 2018 actually. It was like 2.5 years of dating. So this guy, someone really close to me, connected me to this guy, and this guy was not in Kenya. He was in the other side of the world. Okay, I'm not gonna mention the country because I don't wanna go into details. It's just a story time, and it's a true story, by the way, but I just don't wanna like expose him like that. I don't want it to be obvious it's him. So I'm not gonna mention his name, like his real name, and I'm not gonna mention his location and things like that, and who connected me with him. But someone really close connected me to him. So what happened, because he was not in the country, we started, like, when the person connected me to this guy. Me, I know I'm a genuine person. I know that. Probably I have some toxic traits. I don't know, but I try my best to work on myself daily. So this person who connected me to this guy had good intentions. Good intentions. The person knew this guy for a while, and you don't really know people until like they are really close by. So it was not like this guy was so close to this person who connected me with. No, they were just friends. They'd meet and have lunch and all that, and this person knew that this guy was a good guy and we would make a good match. So this person did the connection, and the guy sent me a message. The guy sent me a message on WhatsApp and told me, I've been given your number by this person, and they've said a lot of good things about you, and I would really love to get to know you. And I was like, yeah, I've been told the same by the same person that, you're a good, we can, like, we can make a good match and all that. And blah, 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 blah. We started talking, and things were really going good. The conversations were really flowing, and I was like, woo, finally, finally your girl is gonna be out of the single category, navuka boda to the taken category. So things were going really, really well, and I was loving the vibe. I was loving how we were talking and all that. Yeah, we spoke from, I think, September 2016. We really spoke and spoke and spoke and spoke, and we used WhatsApp to call. We used to video call each other all the time. We used to talk. We used to tell each other how our days were and all that. At that time, I think I was working somewhere, but I can't quite remember where. I think I was working at at this agricultural farm. I was a receptionist, yeah, because I remember that year I worked like in 3 places. Yeah, so at that particular time I was working as a receptionist somewhere. So things were really going good for me, and now I just got someone. We were talking, and in the beginning of 2017 the guy came. Towards the beginning of 2017 the guy flew and came all the way to Kenya to see me. So I was like, whoa, this is so good. The guy has taken his time to come see me, and we met, and things were amazing, guys. Things were amazing. Like, things were so good. Me niliona tu like things are just, yeah, when are we gonna get married? Yeah, that was what I was asking myself. Let me take a bite. My food is getting cold. Mm. Hey, nisinyongwe. Things are about to get started, guys. Don't worry. Msitoke kwa nini. Keep watching. Keep watching me eat and just kidding. Anyway. I have to be taking a bite, otherwise when it gets cold I won't enjoy and I won't eat it. As I'm eating this food, I'm like, a thought just came into my mind, like, why don't you just do a mukbang? Yeah, so if you'd like to watch a mukbang of me, I fill my table with food and just eat, and you watch me, comment down below. So where was I, guys? Yeah, the guy came. We had a really good time, like we were all over the place. We were like having a really, really good time, and I couldn't tell that this guy had a hidden agenda. So yeah, things went well. Nini 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 nini. I was working at that time, and things happened, and I had to drop the job, because the job was not well paying, and it was a struggle, let me say. And I said to myself, it's not worth the, you know, it's not worth the sweat. So I left my job and I told him like, I've quit my job. And from hearing that, the guy just, there was a slight change to his attitude. I just noticed that he was not looking as like, you know, excited and happy as he was before I told him I was out of my job. So he was like, okay, I understand, you know, as long as like you're gonna look for another job. Now he's asking me, and I'm like, yes, I will. I'm currently applying for other jobs, so don't worry about it. Soon, even by the time you leave and come back again, I'll have gotten a job. So we agreed, and things continued being good. So we had a good time. We met, and you know, it was clicking really well. So the guy left back to where he went back to where he lived. So he stayed with me for like a month. Yeah, and it was all good. So the guy went back, and we was talking on WhatsApp, like, and then he gave me his Facebook handle, and I used to see his posts and me my post. But by the way, I've not been a Facebook fan from way back, so my page was kind of like just there, you know. I just used the page to like sorora his page, and also, you know, other people's page, and look at what's going on. So yeah, so things were going good, and then ikafika mahali the guy came again after, towards the end of the year. He came again for vacation. So we were all over the place. We went to Mombasa, we went to I don't know where, Masai Mara. It was a blast, it was good, had a good time, and things were getting really good, and we were getting closer, and we were getting connected. But this guy, I noticed, when I'm with him, he will tell me all the good things. But when I was with him with other people, like friends and family, he used to like talk really bad, you know, to me. His attitude was just off. And I was like, he told me this when we were together, and now he's trying to show other people that he doesn't care. Like, you know, I don't know. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced such people. Like when you're together, they seem so nice, they treat you well, but when you're with other people, they, I don't know, their attitude just change, and they can even say something rude to you, or I don't know what they want to show. Hiyo ndio kitu I never understood about this guy, by the way, and it was starting to appear to me like a red flag. But you know, when you're in love, you don't see such things. You're like, you know, you brush things off, and you're like, this is just him, you know, and maybe he's in a bad mood. You start covering up for this guy. Those were the beginning of the birth pains, my friends. So I was like, this guy, why is he like this? When we are together, it's honeymoon. When we are with other people, atatoa to some, no, some too slight to things that you wonder, no, he told me this, now he's telling me this. So towards the end of his vacation, he told me, now I see that we are getting serious, and things we might go to the next step, you know, which is, yeah, I just knew like he was gonna engage me now. He's gonna put a ring on it. So he went back, sindio. So tunaongea vizuri sana. So that was like 1 year and a half of dating, and things were looking up really good. And mi nilijua like I'm going to get married, you know. At the pace at which this relationship is moving, I see us going to the next level really fast. And I was right, by the way. So 2018 ikagonga hivi. So you know what, I forgot a part. Towards the end of 2017, there's this girl, a family friend, a Somali girl. So this girl was a friend of the family, not I wasn't really involved with her sana sana, no, it was just ile like, oh hi hi sijui nini nini, like hizo tu vitu za juju. So this girl used to come to where I used to stay, and my sister was there and all that, and we used to like hang out as friends. Kumbe my sister is not the kind of person who's gonna shut up. She's gonna say things as they are. If she's excited, she'll say it. If she's not really excited, if she's sad, if she's whatever, going through something, she will say it. She will say things. She won't like shut up. So so like ikafika time at night, so we used to go to the club, and just turn up and have a nice girls out, and if he's around we will go with him and some other guys. So at that particular time, this guy was here again, and we were about to go for a all girls night out, and the guys also, we had two groups, guys and girls. So me, my sister, and other girls, and this Wolalo girl was there, by the way. We were supposed to go. So that's where this Wolalo girl met my then boyfriend. So they met, oh nice to meet you and all that. We were still in the house, and the guys and the women, we were mingling. So this girl met with my then boyfriend, and there's just something off about this girl, but brush off tena. So like the way she was looking at him, and the way he was looking at her, it just suggested something. And they had just met, by the way, ile like you're introducing your man to another friend. So that is how it was. And so, as I said, sorry, my story is all over the place, but as I said, we had two groups, the women group and the men group. So the men were supposed to go out on their own, and the ladies on their own. So what happened is my guy at that time called me to the bedroom, and he gave me some money. He gave me some money and told me, now in case you need anything, you can use this money. And it was a lot of money, by the way. So yeah, he used to spoil me ile kabisa, like ile kabisa. Nikikwambia, like I was done, like nilikuwa nimefika. So even those toxic traits zenye alikuwa nazo, I used to just unajua hawaonyeshangi yote, no, unaona tu ka spark ka kitu kanatokea, like just some unusual behavior, but you brush it off. So he gave me money, and we went as ladies, we went to some place to just dance and have a good time. So venye tulifika huko, my sister nae, she can't shut up. She's like, oh, this guy really spoils my sister and all that and all that. So you think you're telling a good friend who is happy for you, but no, who is happy for your sister, but no. Kumbe that girl was filled with envy and jealousy and all that. And I wonder, what's wrong with women? Why can't women just be happy for one another, and just be real, and just clap for others until your time ifike. So akamwambia like, this guy is really nice and spoiling my sister and all that. So this woman was not even reacting. She was not like, oh, hata pretend as if, oh, that's really good, high five, congratulations. No, she was just like looking straight ahead, and she had a stone face, and she was like, that's really nice. And I noticed that she was off, and I was like, hey, my sister is talking to you. And nikamuuliza, kweli, what's up, your mind is far? And she was akastuka, and she was like, no, I was just looking at some others, do what. So I noticed something off about this woman, but I just brushed it off, my people. Yeah, so hiyo siku sikaisha hivyo. So this lady nikamlipia cab akaenda kwake, and sisi, me, my sister and some other girl, we came back home and tukakaa tu, like, yeah, we had an apartment, so I was living there and all that, so nikawambia wote tukuje where I was living, so akakuja because we had an extra room, wakalala huko, and me obviously. So the guys hawakukuwa wamefika, so wakafika 1 hour after tumefika home. So siku zikaenda, the guy akarudi huko penye alikuwa anakaa, and me nika remain, so I was busy trying to get a job, nini. So 2018 ikaingia hivi, and this guy was supposed to come like towards the end of the year, like towards the end of 2018. So tuko hapo tunaongeanga, we talk on video, we talk. We talk on video, we talk on calls and all that, we chat like usual, long distance, you need to like, keep up with the communication, like it has to be like all the time, even when you're going to the toilet, you tell him, I'm going to, anyway, just kidding, but the communication has to be on point, so we used to communicate like that. So, something happened, guys. So, as siku tu zikaenda, so ikabakia like 3 months to, he came at, I think, August, yeah. So it was a few months to August, like 2 months to August. I noticed this guy is not like communicating how he used to. Masaibu. Yeah, he's not communicating how he used to communicate, like all the time, nini, I wish you a good day, ama nini, my day was like this, things like that. Sending me pictures and me sending him pictures, yani it was just amazing. But ikafika time, I think around June, May, nika notice this guy, hata like the communication imeanza kukuja chini. So I'm like, maybe he's more busy, sometimes his job was like that. Sometimes unapata busy days, and sometimes it's not so busy. So I'm like, maybe now this is where women fail, we assume things. So I'm like, oh, maybe he's busy, or maybe sijui nini, those excuses. So tukaendelea hivyo, the more tunaongea, the more communication yake inaenda down. So ikafika time around June, namtumia message, like it's like me ndio namtafuta tu, and I'm like, no, there has to be something wrong. He's not busy, definitely, but he used to tell me how busy he is. Like, what's up with you? I'm very busy. I'm very, very busy. And anajibu after 10 hours or after 2 days. Imagine, guys. And within those 2 days, I'm like, this guy hakukwanga hivi. What's wrong with him? And then, see, I told you, like, we had Facebook, like, tulikuwa tumeadiana kwa Facebook. So, like, I used to go to his Facebook. Hata I was becoming worried. Kweli, this guy, what happened to him? Why is he not, responding how he used to? Why is he not calling? Why is he not doing all the things he used to do? And checking on Facebook, I just want to see what's going on with him that he's not telling me. So I stalk him on Facebook, and I'm like, I see him, like, like he spends hours on end on Facebook, lots of hours on Facebook. And I'm like, no, he posted this yesterday, he hasn't posted anything today. Why is he has been like 6 hours straight on Facebook? And I'm like, no, he's not busy. I text him, he looks at my message and goes missing, and goes to Facebook. By the way, he goes to Facebook. I don't know what he was doing. At that time, you can't even reason, like, maybe he's busy talking to some other people. Yeah. So ikaendelea hivyo, and I was starting to get worried. So I texted the person who connected me with him and told the person that this guy nowadays has really changed. He's not responding to my text. I'm worried. Is he okay? Because they used to stay in the same area. So the person told me, that is weird. Let me text the guy and just let me see if he's gonna respond to mine. And the person texted the guy, and the guy responded very well and told the person that, me, I have no problem, I'm okay, everything is going well, I've been working, but right now I'm just relaxing. And the person was like, the person did not ask the guy, but the person came back to me and was like, the guy, I've tested the guy and he's responding to my text. And I'm like, why isn't he responding to mine? And the person was like, maybe you did something, maybe you should like ask him, or just go missing. Even you just go missing, don't talk to him, don't respond, don't do nothing, he's gonna come around. That's how guys are. That person is telling me, is advising me. And I did that, and the guy came around again, and he was like, oh, I've been busy, nini, and I'm like, I was so, I don't know if I was still naive or what. I believed the guy. So the more the days go by, the more the guy becomes worse. He came to me with an apology, how busy he is and all that, and I forgave him. And now I thought things were getting back to normal, but I was wrong. He used to spend hours on Facebook still, and not replying to my messages. I used to cry. Guys, I used to cry. I was head over heels for this guy, and now he's treating me like this, Hey, the real meaning of toxicity. Now this is toxicity. So ikafika August, the guy was supposed to come. He came. I went to the airport to pick him up. Guess what? I hugged him and was giving him a peck, and akapendua hivi shingo. My people, niliona vituko. Like, have you ever seen someone just change like this? Like this. Like, he changed, like, the guy changed. He changed. Imagine. He changed, like, haujamkosea, haujamfanyia anything wrong, and even if you did something wrong, this guy would have just communicated. Like, he would have spoken and said, hey girl, this and this and this and this, we need to talk. But he did not do that. I went to the airport to pick him up. I wanted to give him a peck, and he changed direction of his face. Guys, wow. Yeah, nakwambia, I've never been so shocked in my life. And imagine you're at the airport, you don't know who's looking at you. Imagine all the embarrassment I went through because of this idiot. Yes, he is an idiot. If one day he gets this video, he's gonna know I've called him an idiot. Anyways, he did that, and I took, yani mimi, I'm a really good person. I still took his luggage, and I helped him, pull his luggage to the cab and all that, and I helped him through and all that. Imagine, I'm the one who showed him around Nairobi, Kenya. I'm the one who showed him how M-Pesa works. I'm the one who showed him, like, it's like he just needed someone, a friend, to take him around, but he was not saying. But no, he did not want that. He was just a womanizer and a narcissist. So I'm saying this story, I'm telling you guys this story, so that if you're going through the same, don't like brush things off. Just face the person and leave. Just take your things and leave. there's no way a narcissist can change or whatever, because the reason why I'm saying he was a narcissist, ikafika time nime try to cut some parts because it's getting too long and I don't want it to be like 1 hour long. So sometimes you tell him something, like everything you do is wrong kwake. Everything you do is just wrong. Like ilifika when he started changing, everything I said was just like alikuwa na madharau, you know. I say something, it's not correct, he's the one who is correct, he's the one who is saying the truth, he's the one who knows the facts, he's the one who knows the facts. You don't, you know. He treats you like a fool, you know. And when he says something, you need to like abide by it, you need to go by what he says, but you can't stand up for yourself, you can't say no, you can't say nothing. No, those are traits of a narcissistic person, and you shouldn't look like brush them off or look down upon these signs, you know. So me, I brushed all of them off. Even when he did that to me when we were at the airport, I still like overlooked it, like what the heck, what was I even thinking, guys? So yeah, we went to the apartment and all that, and things were okay, but things changed like drastically, and within like a split second he was not the guy I used to know, by the way. And he was still on his phone like all the time, like he was spending more time on his phone than he was even talking to me or spending time to me with me, you know. So I was getting really done with this, I was crying and I was really bad. So there was a time at that time I remember I was going for driving classes and we were staying together. Yes, when he came I used to like stay with him. So ikafika hiyo time, like this time he stayed for like 2 months, I think. So within those 2 months I didn't want to like just stay in the house and be with him because he was really stressing me up. So I I I made sure like nilikuwa ninatoka ninaenda ninarudi baadaye. So at that time I remember I was in a driving school. So I used to go in the morning na nakuja afternoon, and sometimes I didn't want to go back to that place because it was so toxic for me. The guy was treating me really bad. So sometimes after driving school I used to like just go somewhere, take lunch, you know, and just spend time alone or with a friend, or just go to my family and hang out with them, you know. And also my family were like, hey, and you look stressed, is something going on? And I was just like, no. But my sister knew what was going on. So I think my sister told the rest of the family what was going on, and they started telling me, you need to leave that guy, you need to leave. And me, I'm so tough-headed, I did not listen. I stayed for a while. I just wanted to know, like, what is the cause of this guy just changing like this? What is it? So I used to pray, but I think God answered me. But the answer was something that I did not want to come. Like, it was, have you ever seen like someone telling you the truth, like the truth that really hurts, that you don't want to hear? It was that type of truth. Like, God just revealed to me like what this guy was up to. So one day I went to driving school. I went nikasema, no, today I'm not going back at my usual time. It was around like 1:30 hapo tu ikielekea nikatoka. I said, no, I'm gonna go to the Junction Mall and just hang out by myself and do stuff and maybe shop a little just to make myself, you know, feel better. So I did that, and before I realized it was around 6 in the evening. So I said, let me go back sasa kwa huyo mjamaa. So I went back and I rang the bell. No, I did not ring the bell. Nikapanda, nikatumia elevator, and I went and I stood by the door. Now standing by the door, I heard him talk on the phone. Yeah, I heard him talk on the phone, and he was talking, and the person replying was a woman. It was a lady, and the lady was laughing like like what the heck. And I decided to ring the bell. So I rang the bell the first time, and he continued talking. He was on the other side, na kulikuwa na like balconies there and a chair and all that, and he was enjoying himself there talking to that woman. So I heard him talk, and the response was from a lady. I rang the bell the first time, no response. The second time, I think he heard me. He had someone knocking, and I heard ringing the bell, and I heard him say to the person he was talking to on phone, I heard him say, "Oh, there's someone knocking. I'm gonna be calling you, but remember what I told you." And then the woman responded, "Okay, honey." Like I could hear the conversation loud and clear from it was loud. I think he had put her on loudspeaker, you know. So he came and opened the door for me, and I hugged him, and I was like, I've rang the bell more than once or twice, and usually when I ring the bell, you open up really fast, and today you are not opening up. So he was like, and I told him, yeah, and I heard you talk on phone. Who was that? And he was like, oh, that is my he had a son, by the way. That is my son. And I was in my heart, I was like, your son? And I've heard a voice of a woman, or your son is a woman. Yo, so I made my dinner, because at that point I used to make food, but in alala hapo. He never used to eat my food, guys. Never used to eat my food. Yeah, he never used to eat my food. So I cooked my own food, and I ate, and I went to take a shower, and I went to the bedroom. You know, as I was staying in the bedroom, something told me to go back to the living room and just watch something. So I went to the living room and sat, and he came and sat on the same couch, but huko mwisho kabisa. Yeah, and he was never like that. We used to like sit really close and, you know, hold each other and watch a movie like couples do. This time he sat huko mwisho kabisa, and I was like, put your legs on my you know, my lap. And he was putting his leg on my lap, but it was unwillingly. So he put Michael Jackson songs, and Michael Jackson's album, and we were like listening to it and all that. We were talking okay, but he was so distant. Yeah, so it was now around Satatu, like 9 p.m. So I said, let me go and sleep, because now this is just, I'm receiving very cold treatments from this guy. So I went to the bedroom. I took my phone and nika change to my nightgown, nikaingia kwani it was a big white duvet yenye nikijifunika, and the way I'm small, hata sikai nikaa niko ndani, nakaa nikaa nimepotelelea ndani. So I took my phone, nikajifunika, and nilikuwa ndani ya duvet, but I'm scrolling my phone, looking at stuff on IG and all that. So the guy alikuwa nadhani nimelala kabisa. Nikaona amepunguza volume ya TV, nikasikia yani, because I was in the bedroom. He like reduced the TV volume, and he came really slowly, opened the bedroom door, and peeped at me. Like, you can just feel what someone is doing behind you, you know. So he peeped at me, and you know what he did? He took his phone. It was just beside, on the side table, on the bed, but on the side table. He took his phone, and he went right back and closed the door, closed me inside, and went to the balcony. Yeah, so I was like, at this time, this is an alarming way. Why is he going to the balcony at this time of the night? He doesn't do that, you know. Usually he would have just come and slept too. But this time he did not. He took his phone really slowly and went to the balcony. And I was like, wow, this is something else. What is happening? Like, God, like I was crying at that point. God, what is this? You know, just reveal to me what's going on. God ni nani? God reveals like pap. Don't ever mess around with God. Hey, God amenitoa mbali, my friends. So I'm like, God, reveal to me, reveal. Oh, God akasema, oh, you want me to reveal to you? I'm going to reveal to you right now. The guy went to the balcony. He went to the balcony, and after like 5 minutes, he was on video call with some other woman. How did I know? I was sleeping, and I slept, and right next to me, like maybe 4 feet, like at a distance, it was this big window, big like door, the open glass windows and doors that are just so big that if I open the curtains and peep, I could see him at the balcony right there. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. So I heard him speak. So I was like, maybe he's speaking to his son. But the response was for the same woman I had the other time, the same woman. And this voice of this woman was so familiar, and I'm like, this woman's voice is just too familiar, too familiar. And I was, at this time, my heart was pounding, like pounding. The guy was literally on his phone, and I was peeping. He was literally on his phone, and he was talking to this woman, and he was so happy, like he was smiling and all that. Wow. I peeped, and I saw that he was talking to a lady, and they were talking to each other, telling each other how they were gonna meet, and I heard him say, like, we meet tomorrow at this time. And recalling very well, at the time he told the woman to meet up with him was the same time I was supposed to be out of the house. I was supposed to be in driving school at that time. So he was not a fool. He knew what he was doing, because he knew that time singekuwa kwa nyumba, ningekuwa. So akamwambia they meet up at Karen, the hub Karen. So I was so shocked, and the woman was responding, calling him all kinds of good names like baby, honey, and all that. I could hear very well, and the guy was trying to keep a low tone, but ikakataa. Nikaambia Mungu, hii ndio ukweli. And God, I think at that point, God was like, yes, my daughter, this is the truth. No matter how hard in a heart, you should just know the truth na ujipange. It's better off than staying with a guy who's gonna, like, even, kill you or something like that, or who's gonna, like, dog you for the rest of your life. Guys, niliishwa na nguvu. Like, my knees were at this point shaking. I was like a chicken, rained on chicken. Nikakaa tu kwa bed for a minute or two, nikakasirika, and then I stood up and I opened the door really slowly, and I tiptoed to the other side where he was at the balcony. I went through the living room like that, and I opened it. I opened the door like, it was these slide doors, glass slide doors, even on the other side on the sitting room. So I pulled the slide door and I stood like this, and I was like, is that your son now? Now tell me that is your son. And then he told this woman, hey, wait a minute, I'm gonna call you back. And I'm like, is this your son? And you know what this guy told me? Like, to break the deal, kabisa. The guy told me, so you were sneaking up on me, So you were sneaking up on me. You don't have the balls. You don't have the balls to come directly at me and just come as a woman and approach me or confront me. You don't have the balls to confront me. You have to sneak up on me like a little girl. And I was like, at that point, I didn't have anything to say. And I was like, sneaking up on you, while I know you're talking to this lady that you've been talking to. I've heard this voice, and this voice is so familiar. Who are you talking to? And at this point, he just said, I was talking to like, the guts, the audacity he had, telling me that he's speaking to his son. And I caught him red-handed. What level of toxicity is this, my people? What level of toxicity is this? I've never experienced, kusema ukweli, this was the first and the last relationship, toxic relationship that I said I'll ever be in my whole life, because like I mastered all the signs, I mastered them. And after we broke up, what happened? I went, like, I went missing, and I went to do my research. Like, I've done my research very well. Like, it took me like 2 years. I read books on relationships. I did my research. I prayed. Like, I did everything possible just to be on another level, emotionally and mentally, because it almost ruined me. The level, like, I've never experienced such level of toxicity that I experienced at that particular relationship. People, the guy telling me on my face that he's talking to his son, while I just got him speaking to the same lady I got him speaking to like days before. I was crushed, and at that point I just started crying. Like, tears were just rolling down my cheeks, and I went back. And I asked him first, and this time I was crying, what did I ever do to you to deserve this? A narcissist. Unafikiria unalilia mama yako. He was like, I will tell you for sure, like he had no heart, I will tell you for sure and you will know. And I'm like, tell me now. And he did not have anything to say. That's why he was saying, I will tell you for sure. In my heart, I was like, you won't even have the time to tell me, because tomorrow I'm packing my things and I'm leaving. So the following day, I tried again. I tried my life. I tried talking to him nicely and all that. Even after I got hurt. Imagine. Yeah. I tried my best to like talk to him and all that, but the response was still cold and cold and cold and cold. So you know what I did? I ate my breakfast. And I called up my sister, because my sister was living just like 10 minutes away from where I was living. I called my sister and I told him, like, this is getting out of hand, and you told me to leave this guy. I don't deserve it, and truly I've seen I don't deserve it. So I've decided to leave him. So my sister said, okay, I'm gonna come and pick you up. So my sister, after like 1 hour, I had packed, but the guy didn't know I packed. I packed like the night, your night yenye nilimpata. So my things were all ready and packed, but the guy did not know, because I packed my things na nikapeleka kwa the next room while he was out in the balcony. I pelekad on the other room. So all my things were intact. Nikamka mapema, nikaoga. I called my sister. I dressed up. The guy thought I was going to driving school, but I was not. He was shocked. My sister ringing the bell. She came in the house and she told me, sis, let's go. Take your things and go. My sister was like, pack your things and go, and come, let's go. And I was like, sis, I've already packed, my things are ready, you can help me carry them down to the car. And my sister helped me, and the guy was just like, yeah, they have already packed, they are going. The guy was shocked seeing me leave. This narcissist think they have you around their fingers, that you can't leave them and all that. But I was strong enough to just take my bags and leave. At this point I was so hurt. I didn't want anything like more. I didn't want any more drama, because I knew the next thing angeleta tu huyo msichana kwa nyumba na ningempata. Like your drama, I knew it. I didn't deserve it. So we went back to my sister's place, and I was crying, and I told her everything, and she said, you wait, I'm gonna, like, it was just full of it. I was the topic. It was full of drama, guys. I've cut this, like, a lot happened. This is just a tiny bit of it. Yeah, the guy lying to me that he does not smoke, but I got him when we were in Mombasa. I got him smoking right uko nje, like nilimpata tu pap and he was shocked, things like that. Don't ever ignore in a relationship. So that's how I left him and went back. And then a week later, someone called me. Now I'm about to finish this story, it's so long. Someone called me and told me, asked me, Yvonne, where is my wife? And I'm like, where is your wife? Who am I talking to? And the guy told me his name, and he said he's the husband to a certain, the woman, the Wolalo woman I was telling you guys at the beginning of the story, the one we were at the party. So 1 week later, after I left this narcissist's house, the guy called me and asked me where the wife was, and I was like, who are you? And then he told me his identity, and I was like, oh, okay, you're the husband to so and so and so, the Wolalo woman. And they said, yes. Do you know this guy called this? And I said, yes, that is my sorry guys, this thing is falling. That is my boyfriend, but I left him because he was talking to a certain woman and he really changed on me, and I told him the story and all that, and he was like, it's a coincidence because my girlfriend, that Wolalo woman, is with your boyfriend. And I'm like, oh yeah, I've been hearing this guy talk on phone with a certain woman, and the voice was so familiar, and now it has just occurred to me like it was those two talking on phone. And I think they started talking way before he even landed to Kenya, because the guy changed and he was always on Facebook and they are friends on Facebook. These things happen right underneath your, like below your nose, these things just happen and you can't even know. Like I was like, how foolish was I? These things were happening right in front of me and I couldn't even know like it is this one. So I realized the Wolalo woman, that family friend, that friend was the one who snatched my boyfriend, my people. That Wolalo woman snatched my boyfriend, and they have been grooving for a few months under our noses. And I didn't know it was this Wolalo woman, that friend of ours. Imagine what kind of betrayal was that. The woman left her husband for my boyfriend. Imagine. The guy cried and said he has never experienced such a betrayal in his life. And he was telling me like my boyfriend took his wife away. And I was like, your wife is also bad. She took my at that particular time you're so hurt you don't even know what to say. But those two went to Naivasha together, okay? And in Naivasha, I think God is gonna like chapa to viboko. A lot of things happen in Naivasha. Anyway, I'm just joking, but yeah, they eloped together and they went on a honeymoon together. Wamepatana, so they went to nini, wakatuacha sisi wajinga tukilia hapo. So the guy is a Muslim, so, and he's also a Wolalo, and when your wife does that to you, I don't know what happens. You get the picture, you get the evidence, and I don't know what happens again. So at that point, that's how I was betrayed by a friend. That's how my friend took my boyfriend. Guys, there's more to this story, and this guy was left like that. He was the husband to this Wolalo woman, and he was left like that. The Wolalo woman took the guy's car and the guy's house. The Wolalo woman like badilished the document and the documents for the house and the car. So the guy was like left with nothing in his name, and he had to start all over again. And he cried and cried and cried. I, on the other hand, I cried too. And that's how they went. Just like that, my people. There is more to this story, but it's been like 1 hour and I've not even finished my breakfast. Hey, guys, I don't even know if you've understood the story, but I hope you have. And I'm gonna like leave you guys for now. But this is how I realized I was dating a narcissistic guy all the time for 2 years. He wasted my 2 lovely years, 2.5 years. Imagine, guys, what I went through was hell. I went through hell, you know. I've only mentioned a few things that I went through. Only just to cut this story short. But guys, I got over that. And if you want to know how I got over it, I'm gonna like do a video on it. And also I'm planning to do more videos on relationships, because guys, when I tell you I've gone through a lot with relationships too, and I've learned a lot. It's been a learning process, and I believe I'm still like at this point. I've learned a lot. Like I've learned a lot, you know. I've learned a lot, and from books, from people, from my own experience and all that. And I believe I've known tips. I've learned a lot of tips, and I've learned a lot of things. I can educate you guys on certain things in relationship, and so many things to come, guys. So comment down below if you want more relationship videos. Even if you don't comment, I'm gonna just still upload the videos just to help someone out there, you know, how to get out of a toxic relationship. I've never been in an abusive relationship, but I know the toxic traits, and I know the signs, and I know all these things. You know, I can educate you guys, and I can help you get over these things and live your life happily. You know, live your life happily without attracting the wrong people in your life. So yeah, that marks the end of my video, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my breakfast. I'll have to go warm up my my noodles and my tea, and continue with my I have another video to upload, guys. Wow. Yeah, so that was how I ended up with a narcissistic person, and that was how I left Evil too, and that is how they left. But I think a year later I heard they were having problems and all that, and that's not my business. I don't even want to remember it. Guys, if you like the story, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. It will encourage me to give you more juice or more tea next time. Okay, I'm gonna leave you guys. I won't ramble anymore. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna see you on my next one. Bye.